Want some celebs, pull up local. You know we up next, pull up mofos. They gon' be there on repeat, they like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. Photo now. For now, I'm local. For now, preserve the beat, I'm more loud. I said I'm more loud, I'm more loud.
Big up yourself, big up the whole Metric community. Smash the likes, my people. Let's get these likes up. Yeah? Subscribe if you're new. We're here every day with a little 10-minute update with all the Man United news. So we're going to get straight into that. I'm going to wrap this up within 10 minutes as well, every day. So this is the latest of today. We're going to get into it. We're going to get straight to the main news of the day. Semenyo has chosen to reject Man United, reject City, and he's rejected Liverpool. And he's chose to go to Manchester City. He didn't reject City. He rejected Chelsea, sorry. And he's chose to go to Manchester City, which is crazy. Obviously, you understand why he would. It seemed like it was only us and Man City really pushing, but he's chose to go to Manchester City. Obviously, he's going to win trophies, play Champions League, and he probably believes in himself that he's going to get into that team. They've got about 6-7 wingers. I was sitting there thinking, we must have a little chance, because do you really want to play or not? So apparently they're going to sell Semenyo or one of them. So it is what it is. We'll see what happens. But Semenyo's preference is to join Manchester City in January. Nothing formal until market opens. But Bournemouth attacker favours Man City. Man United pushed hard and never planned to use 25-year-old at wing-back. But winter switch was always tough for Man United. So where was we going to play him? There's talks about who's going to change the system. So Fabrizio said, but Ben Jacobs has said we weren't going to change the system. So they've got a little in-house, some civil war going on with the journalists. So David Ornstein dropped the bomb, man. So obviously he dropped the bomb, so I'm going to show it him. And obviously Ben Jacobs spoke about Man United. And he said Man United made a strong pitch to Antoine Semenyo, but remained disciplined in their approach. Competitive offer made, but club aware there was heavy competition, including from Man City and a late Chelsea call. Understand there were no plans to utilize Semenyo as a predominant wing-back, despite suggestions Ruben Amorim would build a new system around him. Like that, he's saying that wasn't true. I'll show you about Fabrizio saying that in a minute. Man United viewed Semenyo as a winger, attacker first and foremost. Amorim's system was not a factor to Semenyo's decision-making process. All the clubs who made a salary offer did so in the same similar financial ballpark, but Man United were not prepared to break their wage structure to go higher than rivals. So we didn't want to go out there and go crazy. That's what we used to do. Back in the day, we would have offered him 230 million for nothing. 230K a week, sorry, for nothing. And everyone's offering about 150 to probably 180. So all the clubs made a salary offer. It's all the same, around about the same. Semenyo's decision based on project appeal, not money. Liverpool, meanwhile, had decided against progressing with Semenyo after November talks. In the end, Isak's broken leg didn't prompt them to make a new formal approach. So it is where it is, man. Ben Jacobs broke the news and he's told us about Manchester United, like what we was up to, etc. Like I said, Fabrizio said some next stuff about who's going to change the system. It doesn't really matter now anyway, because obviously we haven't got him in the end of the day. So it is where it is, man. We got this about Elliot Anderson. Obviously, the boy Ornstein came out and said this on NBC. I never broke it down today, so I thought I'll do it now. There will be enormous interest in Elliot Anderson, but it's not going to happen in January. So it's not happening in January unless we overpay. And now that we've shifted from Semenyo, could we go and revisit that one? Could we go for a midfielder? There's talks already about us going for a midfielder from Sully, etc. But what Amorim's been saying every minute is we're not going to go for no one that's not in our long-term future. What's the point going for someone for 3-4 months? We'll rather suffer, you know his words, suffer, and then we go properly. The fee that Forest will command will be in the region of 80 to 100 million. The way things are looking, there's no release clause in his contract, but I do think that Forest know that if the right price comes in, they'll have to do business. He's on a salary of 100K a week. The clubs interested are City, United, Bayern, Chelsea, and plenty of others. Some are already calling Forest. Man United have already made their interest known. I think he's top of their list or thereabouts for a 6. So he's top of our list for a 6. We know we want a 6. There's Belieber, there's Wharton's, but it seems like Anderson's the one that we're going to go for. But you know, like Amrin keeps saying, we'll go for different positions if we have to, but every single person that walks through that door has to be long-term signing, unless we obviously get a loan for like 6 months. But who can you really go out there get a loan from that you're going to think is going to be able to play over Casemiro and Bruno? So that's the stuff about Anderson, man. We'll see what happens with that. This is our next couple of games that Bruno Fernandes is going to be sidelined for. It's meant to be a month that he's out for. He should miss all of these, and maybe the Arsenal game as well. Sorry, maybe Manchester City game. I don't know why that's not on this list. The Manchester City game should be in there as well. I think that's on like the 20th or something. So we'll see what happens with that, man. That's more stuff about Ornstein. This is Laurie Whitwell saying that he's our top primary target on the 2nd of December. So this is something that's been going on with the Athletic. Laurie Whitwell's part of the Athletic as well. The Athletic, you know, they're part of their Man United through in and out. They don't deal with no one else, really. Do you understand? So he's top of the Man United list. This is some stuff about Semenyo. Obviously, Fabrizio was saying what he was saying, blah, blah, blah. And then, yeah. So this is what's more or less come out. Chelsea, boom, boom, boom. This is Bruno Fernandes' injury. They're saying a month. They're saying he could be in attention for the Manchester derby, which is on the 17th. He could be back before then. He could be back after then. We got Arsenal after that on the 25th or something like that of January. So either way, that's a few games that he's gonna miss. And if you don't know the games that he's gonna miss, I'm gonna show you lot in a minute that he does miss a few games. There's about 6 games I think he's gonna miss, and a few of them there's a few games that we shouldn't really need him, but we saw how the thing dropped in. We saw how it dropped when he came off against Villa. So we got Newcastle. He's gonna miss that. Wolves, Leeds, Burnley, Brighton, and he could miss the Manchester derby, or he could make the Manchester derby. No one knows. We'll end up seeing. So we'll see, man. Big up the boy Bruno. Obviously, he never gets injured. It feels weird. Even just hearing that Dalot was the captain was crazy. And then we got this Man United. I'm not looking for a loan out Xerxes. We just want a permanent. Roma, give us our money or obligation to buy, and then you can go. But even now that we didn't even get Semenyo through the door, I think it's going to be even harder for Xerxes to go. Remember, he wants to go and play some football because of the World Cup, which I understand. Him and Mainu, but bro, we're light. We're super light. That is crazy. Our bench must be looking mad. So we'll see what happens with that one, man. But every day there's stuff about Xerxes. We've got this now. This is basically our Semenyo replacement. United have identified Yan Diomande as a potential target if they fail to sign Semenyo, but we're going to have to wait till the summer. Apparently, he's 87 million. This is what someone said. He's got a release clause of 87 million. That is crazy. He looks like a good player. He's very fast. He's ball-footed. I don't know if he's worth that yet, though. And this might be a sting. He's coming from the German league. Do you know what I'm saying? Leipzig. It could be. He looks good, but 87 million is a bit mad. If we're getting players like Semenyo that's Prem proven for 65, come on, man. We need to be able to just shop in that sort of range, etc. So, yeah, that's that. This is the Diomande. Roma reached an agreement on personal terms with Xerxes, so they're ready for Xerxes, but it's just about us letting him go. And obviously, there's talks about we want an obligation or whatnot. So we'll see, man. We'll see what happens. This is Jamie Carragher talking about he thinks that he's tweaked the system a little bit, etc. And this is what I was telling you about. Ruben Amorim does not want no short-term signings. Even if he has to suffer with the injuries and play the kids, he will do that. But because he's saying everyone that comes through the door might as well be here for the long term, or it doesn't make no sense. So we'll see what happens with that one, man. What else is there? This is obviously, I might as well get rid of all of these now. We're pushing for Semenyo, blah, blah, blah. And this is Tottenham's #1 journalist, Paul Keith. And he said that 23 hours ago. So before Alex Crook and all these guys came out, he was already telling us that that's a guy that we like a lot. So we'll see what happens, my people, man. This is how much of a blow Bruno Fernandes is going to be. Look, 51 chances created, and Doku's next on 36, and he's even injured. Both of them are injured. That's crazy. Some Casemiro news, etc. Let's see if anything else is here. So there's nothing else here, man. That's it, man. So smash the likes, my peoples, man. That's your 10-minute update. Smash the likes. We're here every day. Let's see what happens. Hopefully we get someone through the line, a midfielder, even if it's a little João Gomez or something, but we'll see. We'll be back here tomorrow. Love, my peoples.
Want some celebs, pull up local. You know we up next, pull up mofos. They gon' be there on repeat, they like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. Photo now, photo now, photo now. For now, I'm local. For now, preserve the beat, I'm more loud. I said